Welcome everybody, BST here, M.W.P Tech. I have here my Pixel 6 in the hand, and in this video guys I'm gonna show you how you can make the Google camera great. So don't get me wrong, the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 stock Google camera is already very good, right? But it doesn't really take much to go from good to great, and hence this video here. The stock Google camera inside the Pixel 6 is already version 8.4. There are a lot of new things. We can now control the white balance temperature, so we can go from very warm to very cold. You have here also the sliders for the brightness and also for the contrast. And there are plenty of things that you can do for more settings. You can of course go to advanced, you can choose to shoot RAW and JPEG photos, you can go and decide to store your videos efficiently using the H.265 or HEVC, and it doesn't really look that bad, right? So one can be already thinking, how can we take this already good camera and just really make it great? And remember, it doesn't really take much from good to great, but yeah, you still need to walk this extra mile. Now in this video guys, I'm gonna be walking the extra mile with you. Alright, see here, I have something called the Camera 8.3, and yes, I know that's an old version, but it's also a mod. And if you check my channel history, you'll see that I have really a history of doing Google Camera Mods videos, testing Google Camera Mods on various of the devices that I own, etc. But now one might think, why do I need a mod for Google Camera on a Pixel device which already has the Google Camera as the stock camera? Remember, the main idea of Google Camera Mods was just making other smartphone brands cameras great. They were good, but they were not really great, and Google Camera Mods really allowed that extra mile. You might think this is not so valid for the Pixel phones, but yeah, this is the most seen, guys. It is always valid. If you can do it for one phone, you can probably do it for another one. And guys, I am now introducing the M.W.P Google Camera Mode for the Pixel 6. Alright, it is based on the famous C-Start mods, I guess, and I think so. And there are plenty of things that you can do. And I'm just gonna share you guys the top things that I think you can try on your Pixel and just improve your experience. See here guys, I have a button called Noir, and it's something very obviously not found on the regular Google camera. I'm gonna press the Noir button right now. My viewfinder is going to restart. I'm gonna try to focus here on the face and just take a look on what's going to happen. Alright, once I go inside, boom, I'm able to just shoot black and white pictures. And I know it's not much, and I know you can just edit this, after the shot with the Google Photos and etc. Take a look on what I have here, guys. I have an ISO slider, and I can go and choose very low volumes like 100, and I can go and choose also high volumes like 2900, and see what will happen when I take a picture, okay, with that high amount of ISO. Of course, I'm letting in more light, and I can also capture more light, right? Now, of course, it's not a good example, but the thing is, guys, I'm able now to control this manually, right? Let me bring it back to 100, guys, and I'm gonna take another picture, and you are going to see how I'm gonna let less light in. And yeah, this is something that you cannot really find on the Google camera stock on your Pixel. Okay, if I go back to ISO, it's going to be automatic, which is also a nice scenario, but hey, it doesn't stop here. Here I have also an exposure slider, guys, and yeah, don't really get me wrong, I'm able to control the exposure. See what happens if I go to 1 second. I'm really going to take a long exposure photo using my Google Camera Mode M.W.P on my Pixel 6, and of course controlling exposure is also another way for you to just add more light. Imagine the things you can do, on a tripod in a very dim, even dark scenario, okay? And now probably one of the best thing I like, I have also a focus slider, guys. I can go really from far to very near, so if I go from that one here, which is very far, I can go up to 15, so 0.05 is very far, but I can also go up to 15, which is going to be near, and allowing this manual focus control is really crazy on a phone like this. Well, remember, you don't have here any Pro modes, right? And certainly you're not able to do these things with the regular Google cameras. Let me now play with the settings so that I can get a very nice and sharp picture. And remember, guys, while doing pictures, you better not talk, else, yeah, it's not going to get quite good for you. But hey, boom, picture is there, it's saved, and yeah, I do really have right now a very nice looking picture, with a manual focus control. And things like this you can do with the Google Camera Mode. But of course, there are plenty of other things. So I'm just gonna go in more of the settings, guys, and I just want to show you something. go. See here, we have something called video bitrate. Now I've did some tests and I know that when I shoot 4K 60 on my Pixel, it uses around 60 to 60 megabits per second, which is pretty much enough for a very nice YouTube 4K video. But what about just going and probably using 70 megabits? What if you want to really take it up to the extreme and go and use 100 megabits? Yep, you get me right. With the Google Camera M.W.P mode, you're able to set a custom bitrate, okay? And of course, we really don't stop here, guys. If you click on the advanced, gonna be finding the same settings, okay? You can enable the time lapse for astrophotography and etc. But what if you want to get more controls on things? Yeah, the mod settings is where all the magic happens. So you can decide to stay with the Google Lips, or you can go for the M.W.P HDR test one. You can switch using this Noir non-stop shooting black and white pictures. You can also choose the HDR style of your model, you know, for the front camera, which is now my native, also for the back camera, okay? You can decide to go and switch on the auto-white balance, and also you're able to choose a custom auto-white balance from all the other pixels, right? Then of course you have the exposure compensations. You can go and decide to use the DCI-P3 color space. You can also tell your phone how much frames you want to get into an HDR picture. But take a look, guys. Astro Max exposure time, from where you can set 32 seconds, right, which is really not possible on the regular one. Now all the sliders, guys, viewfinder control items, all the sliders I showed you, the custom exposure slider, the custom ISO slider, the manual focus slider. If you're using them, you need to pay attention. They do only work with HDR Plus Enhanced, but you can just change this there. You can also set up custom values for the focus, right? So remember also the focus slider, you have the menu focus slider. You can put also a toggle to select the custom AWB, the out-white balance, and the one that I showed you, enabling and disabling the black and white photos. You can disable the Google Photos from here, use another gallery. You can also change the prefix of the photos saved on your device, and you pretty much have almost like unlimited options, okay? I'm gonna leave a link down below into the description of this video. Pay attention that all these extras are enabled onto the Google Camera 8.3. There is also a newer mod, 8.4, doesn't really support all the extras. But hey guys, I just do believe that this is really what takes the stock Google camera from being really good to great, you know, like these nice settings that give you unprecedented control of your phone. With this phone and this great camera with all these manual settings, you probably just need a tripod, and yeah, you are really up to greatness. Guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. If that's the case, yeah, you can just hit a like, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. So yeah, I'm really thankful if you decide to come back and watch some of my other videos. Or you can check some of my Samsung videos here, or you can check some of my Google playlist here. Guys, please, you and your family stay safe until we meet hopefully again. VST, bye!